So the second phase of this job is to do up the panel box. And I'm going to just share with you something that I use, a method I use. Let me get over here. So this is where this hollowed out area here is where the panel box is going to go. Alright, I already roughed in one piece of pipe. Yeah, that has to be adjusted to fit right. So this is where it's going to be. Now I have to get PVC pipes, conduit, up the wall to bend in different directions to make up circuits for the rest of the house. Alright, so what usually happens is that you hollow out this here for the panel, and you continue hollowing it out the same width going up. But I think that I mean, everything you take off from the wall, every chip you take from the wall makes the wall weaker. So I try to avoid that. What I do is I bend the pipes and I send all of them up the center. So there will be like 4 or 5 pipes going up the center rather than going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever the case might be. I bend them, and I'll show you how I do that, right? I'll show you how I do that. And this is what I'm talking about here. So I bend all of these pipes rather than going from the corner straight up. I bend it into the center. This one on the outside, I bend it into the center as well. And of course the center one goes straight up. I have 2 more half-inch. This is 3/4, half-inch, half-inch, half-inch. I have 2 more to put. I just bend this one. I just have to cut it to the length. That fits. That's going to fit right there. It's going to go up. So all of them is going to be centered of the box, right? And I'm going to show you how I'm going to apply it. So right now I'm just bending them, fitting them in, and according to the amount of junction box that I need to make up, and I might just put a couple extras or whatever, and you'll see how it's done. Right? So you don't go straight up as the width of the box, but you use a spring bender. I have a 3/4 inch spring bender, and I also have a half-inch spring bender. That bends and puts everything to the center, so you have maybe just a 4-inch cutout to make instead of the entire width of the box, right? And then you're gonna have to fill it up with mortar, which to me doesn't make much sense, but that's how it's done by me. I did this in a previous video, but I'm going to just show you how I'm going to bend this. I have a spring bender, right? Very flimsy, so it can flex in any direction, right? What I do is I took a piece of wire and I tied a knot at the bottom of it. This way I can pull it out from the pipe without pulling on the bender and stretching the bender, right? So you hold also this uses as a marker as well. If you have to go deep into the pipe, you can bend it wherever. You drop the bender into the pipe, you know this is where the mark is going to be, right? So it doubles as a pull-out mechanism and a measurement mechanism as well. So I'm just going to show you how I'm going to bend this PVC conduit. I just need about a 20-degree bend, which is like just with my knee. What you want to do is you want to give a nice round curve, not too much of a square curve where your fishing line is going to find a little difficulty with going through and pulling wires as well. So you want to get a nice bend, a rounded bend like this, so there's no issue with the fish wire, as I said. Now it has to flip now. It flips like this, and now I want to bend higher up. I want to bend a little higher up just to make, right? I do the same thing, the offset. It's called an offset bend, right? Now I think this is sufficient. Take it off and I put it here now. See, that's a perfect bend right there. So it fits right here. This cutout, I'm going to take this cutout, punch this cutout here, break it off, get an end, put it here, screw it in, and then this now, I had a little hiccup with my phone. So this goes right here and slide it in. Now you can see the consistency with the bend. They're not perfect, but they're going to be hidden in the wall. Right? So I have a 3/4, 3/2 inch, a 3/4, and it's just going to be about a 6-inch cutout that I'm going to have to do rather than 14-inch cutout. And that's how it's done. That's going to be it for circuits. For junction boxes, these are going to connect the junction boxes. They're going to be placed in the wall, and I'll show you how that is done. So I finished the cutout in the same shape as the pipe that I showed you earlier on from the panel box, and I'm just going to break the cut center out, and I'm going to show you how the box is going to fit in. So that's all I'm already doing here. While I have the tools to do this, like a hammer drill and things like that, I always like, I don't know, I like the old-fashioned way of doing things with a hammer and a chisel. I just enjoy it, and sometimes I actually forget that I have tools for that. So, but if you have the tools, you know, make sure you have a goggles, because what happens is when you hit this, sometimes it flies out this way. Cover your face properly, especially your eyes, right? And a nice break right there. And that's the cutout I tell you about. There you go. So I'm finished roughing in the panel box. I got the pipe in. The next step is to get some mortar from about where those two pipes are horizontally and come down and fill it with mortar. And this is a sub panel. So on the outer side of the wall, cable is going to come up. The armored cable is going to come up to feed the two bus bars on top there. But for now, I'm just going to put some mortar in this so I'm able to secure it. And I got kind of the exact amount of brickwork to come out. There's a little extra piece that chipped out there and on that side, but it went well. So that's about it, and I'm going to show you the balance in a subsequent video. mortar that's going to lock that in place. I'll be able to make up my junction boxes, and yep, voila.